Today, we're diving into a big question that often comes up when we talk about health, relationships, and growing up. Can you identify the main components of sex education? Sex education isn't just about anatomy or reproduction, although that's part of it. It's a whole world of information designed to help people understand their bodies, relationships, choices, and rights. So, whether you're a student, a parent, an educator, or just curious, stick around as we break it down clearly and simply. First up is anatomy and reproductive health. This is usually where sex education begins. It's the foundation, understanding the physical parts of our bodies, especially the reproductive system. This includes learning the names, functions, and changes that occur in organs like the penis, vagina, uterus, testicles, and more. It's not just about knowing what these parts are, it's also about reducing shame and stigma around them. Alongside anatomy, students learn about puberty, those physical, emotional, and hormonal changes that happen as bodies develop. Things like voice changes, body hair, menstruation, erections, and more. Understanding how the reproductive system works helps people grasp how pregnancy happens, how to prevent it, and how to recognize when something might not be functioning normally. This component also covers menstrual health, fertility, and reproductive rights, including the right to access contraception or reproductive care. Next, let's talk about sexual health and safety. This is one of the most essential parts of sex education. It focuses on how to stay physically and emotionally safe when it comes to sex. That means talking about sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, what they are, how they spread, how to prevent them, and how to get tested or treated. It also includes contraception, like condoms, birth control pills, IUDs, and more. People learn how these methods work, their effectiveness, and how to use them properly. It's about empowering individuals to make informed choices based on accurate knowledge. Also important? Consent. Learning what it means, how to give it, how to recognize it, and how to respect it. Consent is the cornerstone of safe and respectful sexual experiences, and it should always be clear, enthusiastic, and ongoing. And let's not forget about digital safety, knowing the risks of sharing private photos, understanding boundaries online, and protecting personal information in a digital world. Now let's move on to the emotional side, relationships and emotional well-being. Sex education isn't just physical, it's also emotional. This component teaches people how to build healthy relationships, communicate effectively, and recognize red flags like manipulation, control, or abuse. It covers friendships, dating, romantic love, and sexual relationships, helping learners explore what respect, trust, honesty, and equality look like in all these contexts. There's also discussion of feelings and emotions, from crushes and attraction to heartbreak and jealousy. Understanding these feelings helps people navigate relationships with more clarity and compassion. This area of sex education supports mental health, encourages self-awareness, and fosters emotional intelligence, skills that are valuable in every area of life, not just in sexual or romantic contexts. Another major component is sexuality and gender identity. This part of sex education helps people understand the spectrum of human identity and attraction. It explains that sexual orientation, like being heterosexual, gay, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, asexual, is about who you're attracted to, while gender identity, like being male, female, non-binary, or transgender, is about who you are. It's about recognizing and respecting diversity. Everyone's experience with gender and sexuality is unique, and education helps create space for inclusion, empathy, and respect. This also includes talking about gender roles, stereotypes, and the pressures people may feel to fit into certain boxes. Breaking down those ideas can lead to more authentic self-expression and deeper respect for others. Comprehensive sex education supports all identities, helping people feel seen, heard, and valued, no matter who they are or who they love. Now let's talk about values, decision-making, and communication. Sex education isn't about telling people what to do, it's about helping them think critically. This component encourages individuals to reflect on their personal values, beliefs, and boundaries. It also builds decision-making skills, how to weigh risks and benefits, handle peer pressure, and stand up for what feels right to them. Communication is key here. Whether it's talking to a partner about boundaries, saying no to something you're not ready for, or asking questions without fear, these are essential life skills that go far beyond sex. This part of sex education empowers people to make choices that are safe, respectful, and aligned with their values. And finally, we have body autonomy and human rights. At the heart of sex education is the idea that everyone has the right to make decisions about their own body. No one should ever feel forced, pressured, or violated. That's what autonomy is all about, knowing your rights and respecting others. This section also includes recognizing abuse, knowing when something isn't okay, and how to get help. It teaches that everyone deserves safety, respect, and dignity in all their interactions. It also connects with the idea of reproductive rights, access to healthcare, and informed choice. Sex education teaches people that they have the right to information, the right to protection, and the right to say yes or no. So, can you identify the main components of sex education? Let's quickly recap: anatomy and reproductive health, sexual health and safety, relationships and emotional well-being, sexuality and gender identity, values, decision-making, and communication, body autonomy and human rights. Together, these pieces form a comprehensive, inclusive, and empowering approach to sex education, one that supports not just physical health, but emotional resilience, confidence, and respect for self and others. If you learned something new today, or if you think more people need access to this kind of knowledge, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more videos breaking down topics just like this in ways that are real, respectful, and relatable. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. We're here to talk about it all. Thanks for watching, and remember, knowledge is power. See you next time.